Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is from the period of April 1st through April 7th. This is the second quarter waxing moon, half moon period. And this is the period where we are preparing for the powerful full moon that's coming up in Libra on April 7th. Sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied here. Our lives should be injected with enthusiasm, action, and a sense of purpose. We're driven to achieve, to get things done, to get things finished, and to really work to getting our intentions, turning them into manifestations, bringing them to fruition. Okay, so powerful energy here, you guys. Powerful week ahead of us. So let's go ahead and invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and spirit guides to this space to receive the messages that Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs need to hear. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs from April 1st to April 7th. Messages for Gemini. Look at that, Two of Wands popping out. And the dog barking. Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Sorry, you guys. He'll quiet down in a second. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs from April 1st through April 7th. Whoa, Gemini, I'm like a mess here. I'm like scrambling. What's going on? Okay. Your overall energy here is the Faith card, which is the Hierophant, which could be a Taurian energy that you have in your chart or you might be dealing with. This could also have to do with convention. It could have to do with larger organizations. It could have to do with education, teaching, learning, but it definitely has to do with a spiritual journey, a spiritual guide. Some of you might have really set your sights on and been working on your inner self and meditation and prayer, Reiki and that sort of thing, just to sort of align yourself, and really been working with your faith at this time. Underneath that, we have the Magician. This is trying to manifest something, but really not quite being able to. Some of you might feel as if you were duped or tricked by someone. Some of you might be having crisis of faith and looking for answers. Underneath that, we have the Six of Swords. Maybe some of you feel like you're stuck. You could feel confused. You may have been asking for help and not receiving it. Or maybe you were confused somewhere along your journey and you feel like, by some trickster. And so it's really testing your faith, okay? You have the World card in reverse, so you're very close. You want it, but maybe you're questioning whether or not you have all of the tools that you need to get it, whatever it is you're trying to manifest. Okay, in your overall energy, Gemini, you do have the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is all about growth and expansion. It's Leo, Gemini. Sorry, it's not Leo. It is Leo. What is going on with me, Gemini? I'm getting so confused. It is Leo, Aries, and Sag energy. And this is somebody who's waiting for their ships to come in. It's all about growth and expansion. They know it's coming, but they know they have to wait as well. With this in reverse, I kind of like this because it's like the waiting is over. There's something that has, whether it's acknowledging that you couldn't do something, or whether it's acknowledging that you need to maybe pivot a little bit on your journey, okay, or change your point of view or your focus. in order to get what you want. But I love this in reverse because it takes us back to the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is two people, two ideas, two things coming together in a very passionate and a very divinely guided way. Okay, so it's not bad. Then in your surroundings, we have the Queen of Wands. We have, again, more fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sag. And this woman, she has been doing a ritual dance. And as we see her dancing, as she's dancing, she stops to take a look at you. And I want each and every one of you to look at her and tell me, what is it she's saying to you? Why did she stop? What is it about you that made her come to a full stop and stare at you? The first thing that comes to your mind, that's your answer. Why did she stop? What is she staring at? Powerful. The Queen of Wands energy, she is about passion. She's not afraid to show who she is, what she wants. She's, sometimes she gets a bad rap, right? As being a real bitch, being the other woman. But, you know, she's really much more than that. She's very strong. She's the woman that you want in a crisis. Now, don't get caught up with gender here, you guys, because we all have masculine and feminine energy. So it's just this feminine energy. And on this card, it's a woman. But she is strength. She's the woman you want in a crisis. She's power. She can take care of anything and everyone and everything. She is ritual, because in this card she's doing some ritual dance, but she's doing it for the collective, or for her community at large, and she does it with ease. This is the role that she was meant to have in her life. This is what she's passionate about. She's creative and she's unbridled energy. And that's a beautiful energy to have in your surroundings. So it may represent somebody that you're working with, living with, that you're in a relationship with. It may be the energy that you're feeling, that you're stepping into, Gemini. What's blocking you is the King of Swords. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. It could be a part of you, or it could be a person your age or older, or somebody who has a sense of authority over you. The King of Swords is a very fair and just leader. The King of Swords is somebody who's very balanced, somebody who sees things very black and white, somebody who's very decisive, somebody who's very communicative, somebody who's fair and just. But if this is blocking you, it could be that there's something that's not clear, whether it's communication, whether it's you're not receiving the signs and the synchronicities, you're not able to interpret what you're seeing or hearing. It could be a person that's putting up blocks, because if the King of Swords is our enemy, it's somebody who's selfish and narcissistic, unyielding, mean, cruel even, abusive, physically or mentally, verbally. Okay, so take that how it resonates. In your foundation, Gemini, you guys have the Seven of Coins. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is all about introspection, evaluation. Where are you going to invest your time and your energy, your love and your resources? Where do you invest your time, your energy, your love and your resources, so that you can manifest for your highest good? Okay, and I think that's something that you periodically do, Gemini, but it might be time to sort of stop that chatter, stop the noise, still quiet the noise, step into your power. And in order to do that, it will require focus and strategy. Okay. In your recent past, you have Scorpionic energy of death. This is transformation and rebirth that was trying to come in, that was trying to happen. But for some reason, there was some sort of block. It could be from this King of Swords energy. It could be another person or a part of you that wasn't seeing things clearly. Or maybe you were too married to an agenda or to a perspective that it wasn't allowing you to see what you needed to do or the steps that you needed to take. It may have been clouding your judgment. Okay, but that there was some sort of transformation that was trying to take place here, and it just wasn't able to. Okay, but it looks like you will be making that happen. You will be walking away from someone or something, and that's a good thing, Gemini. The Queen of Corns, Again, I cannot speak. I don't know what's happening. Corn might be important to you guys. Some of you might live near cornfields, is what I just got here. And also with this here, some of you might be in farmland or out in sort of like wide open country is what I'm getting, where crops are grown. But the Queen of Coins is absolutely amazing, fabulous energy. This is, the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy is, she's fertile. She's very concerned with taking care of her body. Physically, she's usually athletic, or is concerned with her health, her physical health. Somebody who might work with herbs. Some of you might be drinking tea even as we speak. She's somebody who is very nurturing. She creates a very fertile environment within, okay, spiritually, and within, and this inner peace and this balance, and within her home. She's very comfortable in her home. People come to her for healing and for health. So some of you might work in the health professions as well. But this is beautiful because she's really activating that third eye chakra, and she's using her intuition. And so I feel like a lot of what this clouded judgment might have been here, what we were seeing with, where was it? I thought we had the Seven of Cups here, but we didn't. But again, it could be that clouded judgment, this feeling of being tricked or duped, really was an exercise, Gemini, in you trusting your inner self, trusting your guides, trusting spirit, trusting God, trusting your angels, really activating that third eye to see what was best for you, using your intuition rather than depending on others. Okay, so more of like a healthier sense of trust. Okay, and then also again, it's that emotional health and that spiritual health and that physical health, which many of us are focusing on at this time. In your future outcome position, Gemini, you have the Eight of Cups. This is you walking away from someone or something. This is all very Piscean energy, but it's any water sign. So remember, it might not be what you're walking away from. It could also be what you're walking towards. And I love the fact that he has his back to us. He's holding his hand in back, and again, this is I'm getting, come with me, take my hand. This is where I'm moving towards, and this is this full moon. So for many of you, there is something huge coming to you with this full moon in Libra that's showing up here. Okay, that's coming up on April 7th and showing up in that Eight of Cups card. Whoa, Gemini. I feel like I lost myself for a moment in this reading. The Queen of Wands she's holding her gaze upon me right now, if that makes any sense. She's staring directly at me. She's staring directly at you. She's asking you to take off any masks, to be your authentic self. The King of Swords is all about authenticity. So Gemini, there's something that you have to do here. There's some truth you need to speak. You need to stand in your truth. You need to speak your truth. You need to figure out what that is. There's something that you need to walk away from, and that's inauthenticity, or something that doesn't serve you any longer. Magician and the Mirror. So twice you get the Magician card coming out. 53 breaks down to an 8, which is all about manifestation. So again, that's what we're doing. Magician in the Mirror, he's balancing water and fire. Okay, so remember that part, and also your shadow and your light side. So some of you might be experiencing, like a dark night of the soul. Some of you might be just stripping back the layers, finding what is it. This Queen of Wands is really asking you, who are you? What is it you really desire? Yeah, and I want you to sit with that question, because she just keeps asking, who are you really? And what is it you desire? No tricks, no games. Angel of Love, beautiful. For some of you, this has to do with a love relationship. For others of you, this is a reminder that you are loved unconditionally. Remember, remember that you know, you're not alone on this journey. And this is also that Queen of Wands energy. What is it that what is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you're connected to on a very, very deep level? Envy. When the envy card comes out, it's always really interesting. It could be that these are sort of some negative energies that you have to deal with, Gemini. You might have to overcome envy. You might have to sort of shut off envy. Okay, there might be people who aren't for your highest good around you. Okay, for others of you, you know, again, I just see this Queen of Wands and her staring directly at us. You know, when have you found yourself wanting something that wasn't yours? Or when have you found yourself wanting something that somebody else had? Okay, whether it's a life, whether it's a vacation, whether it's a car, whether it's a spouse, no matter what it might be, and really attacking that and seeing, okay, well, where am I? Why do I feel this way? Okay, because when we feel envious, it comes from within, and it's really important to do like a self-correction there. When you feel jealous or envious of something, why is that? Because if you have what you need and what you want, it doesn't really matter what anybody else has, right? If we're always thinking the grass is greener on the other side, well, what's wrong with your pasture? What's wrong with what you have? And that's where this strength and courage needs to come from, right? Because then it's like, if I'm envious, we'll just take it to a very superficial level. But if I see someone who has a beautiful body and I'm envious of that, well, why? Because if I believe and I see my body as beautiful, it won't happen, right? So what is it that I need to fix within myself so that, and it's not to say you can't appreciate beauty or someone else's body or somebody else, whatever somebody else might have. It's not that. And it's funny because at the bottom of the deck here was the appreciation card, but it's taking a look at why it's invoking those feelings for you of envy or jealousy. And then that's a really good place to start. Okay, and I hope that makes sense. All right, additional messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Rebirth. Boom, right on top of that scorpionic energy in the past. There's a rebirth assured, but you do have to walk away from someone or something, Gemini. And 16 breaks down to a 7, which is all about spirituality, the path of the mystic. Again, trusting your higher self, listening for signs and synchronicities from spirit and your spirit guides and your angels. Relationship change. Relationship change. Yep. Some of you are going to be, need to walk away from a relationship. Some of you need to focus on what it is you want. What is it you're walking towards? Okay. This relationship could also have to do with you and your faith. Okay. It could also have to do, remember, this faith card is also a card of marriage. So for some of you, you might feel like, you weren't able to manifest what you wanted here. Some of you are definitely feeling stuck. You weren't able to, take this where it is you wanted to take it. And underneath that, we have the Judgment card. Again, maybe something is just over, okay? And that happens, sometimes we think we want something and we work towards it and it's not meant for us, okay? So don't take it as a defeat either. Okay, but remember the importance of stepping into your strength. This is the card of I will. And with these angels coming out here again, you're divinely protected on this journey. The choices that you make are going to lead to a rebirth and some sort of relationship change, whether that's with a partner, whether it's with your higher self, it's with your God, with spirit, whatever it might be. But I really do see you, gems out there. I see you walking away from something and trusting your intuition, no longer putting your faith or your trust in someone or something else, but learning to really have the faith and the trust in yourself. And that's nice energy, Gemini. That's independence. That's freedom. Okay, additional messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, April 1st through April 7th. The Eagle King, the big picture, angelic help. This is you finally seeing the big picture. Any clouded judgment, things coming clear, seeing what you have to do. Where are you going to invest your time, your energy, your love, your resources, trusting your intuition. The Eagle King also takes your prayers and says your prayers have been answered and flies them up to the divine. So you can, what you've been asking for, what you've been trying to manifest is coming to you, and you have angelic help. I'm going to leave it there, Gemini. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. And most of all, I want to thank you guys for all the love and support you show this channel. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.